CHAHI ani PHAJINLAKLABA ERANG ASHIDA state ASHIGI YELHOUMEE OINA LEIRIBA MEITEI sing KHUTLAI PAIBA MILITANTS SINGNA KOISINDUNA HENDOKPA YADANA LEIRI HAINA Human Rights Amasung Environmental Activist Jodha Heikrujam na UN gi Meepham Da Phongdokkhre New York Leiba United States ki headquarter da tha sigi kunmathoi dagi May tang mari foba pangtokadoriba Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues haiba Meepham da makna makha taraduna Khulai matik chana paiba narco terrorist sing koisinduna thamduna manipur gi lamgi saruk chada nipan khaktamak oiba valley area dagi hendokpa ngamhandaba asi democracy cobra IDP sing mayumda hanjinba ngamdri masibu mayumda hanjin hanbiu haina pukhatki Constitution gi rights sing su fangba leite ekhoi gi kholau su tabidre haina wakat pagal lonina menma ga lona ba ngamkhai sambal khadabana haukiba chai singdagi sangsilakpa lora yadaba narco terrorist singna leibak asigi citizen oihanduna lamda masida demographic imbalance thoka le haina su phongdoki
Years because our government has actively pushed our crisis under a rug away from the eyes of the world. But today, Madam Chair, I ask you to see us, to hear us, to act us. This is not just for Manipur, this is about defending the human rights and dignity of indigenous people everywhere. I stand before you with profound grief, representing the native Manipur indigenous people of Manipur, northeastern Indian state bordering Myanmar. Manipur, once an independent princely state with a constitutional monarchy, was merged with Indian Union in 1947 under an agreement guaranteeing territorial integrity. Today, that integrity has been compromised. Manipur is the land of rich cultural heritage, the birthplace of modern polo, locally known as Sagol Kangjai, yet is now a region of scarred by violence. For 2 years, Manipur has faced a severe humanitarian and indigenous crisis. Over 200 killed and 60,000 indigenous people displaced, living in hamper refugee camps with scarce food, water, and healthcare. Women and children endure rape, beheading, and mutilations. Trauma has spiked, suicides, depending the tragedy. The crisis stems from the Indian government's failure to protect its citizens. Decades of unchecked migrations through Manipur porous 398-kilometer Myanmar border have allowed illegal immigrant narco-terrorists to infiltrate as refugees, illegally obtain citizenship and disrupt demographic balance, pursuing an ethnocentric homeland and pre-planned strategy to integrate their inhabited area across India, Myanmar, and Bangladesh under ethno-political entrepreneurs aiming to establish a separate nations. The conflict, often mischaracterized as an inter-community dispute, in truth it's a constitutional crisis, a failure to uphold citizenship laws, governance, and the protection of fundamental rights enshrined in India's own constitution. It has evolved into a regional security threat with political global implications, filling illicit arms smuggling, transnational narcotics trade, and geopolitically motivated destabilizations. Today, Manipur is under presidential rules and admissions that the states no longer being upheld. Madam Chair, while our people are being slaughtered and displaced, our Prime Minister remains shockingly silent despite numerous domestic and international trips. Since May 2023, he has neither visited Manipur nor addressed the crisis or called for peace. Today, we are confined to just 8% of Manipur's land surrounded by armed militants, altering demographics and threatening our survival. Is this democracy? Global silence not only abandoned the MEITEIs, but only endangered indigenous struggles worldwide. Manipur suffers can no longer be ignored. I urge the Madam Chair, UN entity, member states to mediate our Indian governments to implement the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People strictly and to ensure the safe return of displaced indigenous people and considering scheduled tribe status for MEITEI if constitutional criteria are made to secure our future. Justice delay is justice denied. The world must act now. I thank you, Madam Chair.